Hello and welcome to FC Cymru. I'm Lawrence from Eat, Sleep, Footy, Repeat, and we have an action-packed show for you. Oh my days, you're in for a treat. Right, first of all, we learn more about the Welsh Academy system and the best kids coming through that at the moment. We've sent Alex to go and find out what it takes to become a gold accredited club with the FAW Trust, and he takes along a very special guest. Also, we're at the Eisteddfod, the National Eisteddfod in Cardiff Bay, to find out why Welsh music and Welsh football go together like curry sauce and chips. But of course I'm here in Brighton to meet the scoring sensation Wales star Kayleigh Green, who's got a big move to a WSL club off the back of those goal scoring performances recently. In fact, what are we waiting for? Right, I'm going to go to the Amex Stadium to go and meet her, and in the meantime you are going to watch this about the next generation of rising Welsh stars.
What's life in the under-18s like for you then?
Yeah, really good. It's just like a insight into what it's like to be a pro, or, well, obviously what we all want to do, play football. It's just insight into what the next level's like. It's good.
Let's start at the beginning. How did you get into the academy?
So I'm from Swansea originally, but then I moved up to Aber a few years ago, and then playing local junior football in Aberystwyth, I ended up joining the academy. That was at under-14s. And now I've just stayed with the academy now until under-19s and under-19s level.
CJ, you're in the academy at TNS then. I mean, the obvious thing is, what is that actually like? We hear the word academy quite a lot, but What does it mean to you?
Academy is just like, well, we just get training 3 times a week, play on the Sunday, and go college in Oswestry. So that's what it consists of. Really.
How do you develop them between under-14s and under-19s then? What's the pathway like?
So it's the same from under-12s, 14s, 16s. It's like a mixture of 2-year groups. So the under-13s and 14s will play as the under-14s. You get to play that experience of people older than you, even if it is just a year, and it breaks you in. And then when you get to under-19s, it's under-19s, 18s, 17s in one team. So it's just breaking you into that, playing against older people.
I mean, what is it like? What's it like inside the camp when you sort of, because you're in this sort of, we're normally in the street with fans and that sort of thing, but you guys are sort of you get out and about, but you're in this environment where it's all very regimented. We're looking through your itinerary, and there's a lot of detail in there. There's a lot of stuff that you're like, I didn't know that they did that at that level.
It looks intense, and obviously it is intense, but there's a lot of downtime, and with the boys you kind of enjoy anything anyway. Like, you see we have team meetings and you think like, oh, it looks boring, but then when you're actually in there with the boys, it's sound. It's all right, yeah.
We bring in diet, nutrition, where we haven't in previous years. We do talk about the tactical side of the game, we do talk about the technical side. We want to treat this as a complete learning environment where when they go back to their academies, they can apply the principles that we want them to do. So when they come back in 4 to 6 weeks' time, then we can monitor to see if they're learning and developing based on what we say to them. We also monitor the medical as well, so we monitor their activity in the week leading up and their diet and nutrition.
This must be a great experience though. I mean, to come away with Wales, to the setup that they've got here looks pretty damn good. So what does it feel like to be in it?
This is just an amazing feeling, really. Massive confidence boost when everyone goes back to their individual clubs.
Obviously, you're going to get better, aren't you? Training 3 times a week, so quality levels go up and stuff. So
I think we're just all motivated to do our best. On a big stage, obviously you want to give yourself the best chance you can of performance.
And you just got to be more disciplined with academies football. There's no messing about, and especially here now with the logo, you can't mess about.
I think it's just, like I said before, the professionalism about it. It lets you know the standards that need to be there, the little finer details looking after yourself when you're not part of this, to make sure you're there for the standards when you do meet up again with the squad.
Pride in it at the end of the day. Not everyone can represent the country, and we have the chance to do that here.
there is a case study. Ryan Hedges, we've talked about him before, but there's a player that's, well, will you tell his story then? I mean, there's, if everybody was looking for inspiration, it's right there.
Yeah, Ryan Hedges, a great example. He's one of the players that came into my first year when I took on this. He arrived in with us, a young lad that was picked up by Swansea from certainly the game. They were there watching. They took him and he's gone on to new heights, and a great way to promote this system. So there's light at the end of the tunnel for these lads. It's just that if they believe in it, then they work hard, then anything is possible.
Kayleigh Green, how are you? How are you settling in?
Yeah, it's great. It's a great club to be involved in, and it's Brighton. Ever since I moved up here, it's been sunny. It's great.
You're here as a centre forward, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously you've been a centre back in your time, a full back, but now Kayleigh Green centre forward, and it's nailed on, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the last 12 months has kind of sealed a position for me. You know, I've signed for Brighton as a centre forward, and that's what I've been playing throughout, the pre-season. So hopefully, if I do my job right, I'll seal that number 9 position.
And we still remember those goals. Is that still fresh in your mind? The goals from Bosnia and Russia?
Oh yeah, of course it is. You know, scoring goals for your country, it's nothing better than that. When we played Russia, I don't know, everything just clicked in that one game, and I think it just showed, and all the hard work, it clicked in that game, and yeah, I think the emotions took over, and it showed at the end. I think we had a little party at the end. It was like as if we were going to France.
It was lots of dancing.
Yes,
lots of dancing. And then the FAW put out this video, this highlights package of the 2 games. Did you watch it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
I saw a few of the girls retweeting it.
Yeah, it was I would say it's quite special. It was quite special, to be fair. You know, it got put onto our Wales chat, and we must have watched it about 6-7 times. It was just, it's one of those ones you watch it and you just got caught up in it. It just took you back memories, and I think the music sealed it. That music just it touched your heart in the right way, and I think anybody watched it, they said how much they loved the video, they loved how much success that was put into the video of us and how we achieved, and I think everything was just moment, and it summed up our tournament in that one video.
Brilliant stuff. Well, listen, we went and caught up with the band Adwaith, they're called.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't.
So we've been along to the National Eisteddfod and we caught up with the girls there.
Wel, nathon ni ffindo mas cwbl o wythnosau cyn i fe dod mas, a oedd yn really exciting yn ni. Fe'n neis i gweld fel menywod yn really cryf, a ni moyn hybu hwnna hefyd, so oedd yn really emotion i ni. Really bwysig. Fi credu mae angen hybu cerddoriaeth Cymraeg loads, achos mae pobl defo stigma rhwng e, a mae hwnna'r un peth a menywod yn Pêl-drod fyd. O'n i arfer coach o ffwtbol i tîm o merched, a wastad stigma rhwng merched yn y ffordd ffwtbol, so mae'n really nice bod ni gallu collaborato a wneud rhywbeth really amazing. Pawb yn yn gwrando arno ni. Mae ddim yn siarad dros ni, mae'n really nice. Ie, pawb yn gwrando, oedd yn really nice. Ie, tro gyntaf ni wedi gwneud hwnna. Ie, one for the books. Ni jyst moyn wneud cerddoriaeth full-time yn credu, a cael digon o arian i live off, really. Ie, jyst wneud o. Poor block, smash it, beat England.
Welcome back. I'm with Hope Powell. Hope is such a consummate coach that she nailed her open training session to finish just as the heavens have opened.
What timing, brilliant timing, I think.
Well done. Listen, first of all, thanks very much for inviting us along today. Tell us a little bit about why you signed Kayleigh and kind of how that deal sort of came about.
Yeah, interestingly, obviously she's in a play for FAWales, and we played Yeovil. I think she came on as sub, and what a difference she made in a very short space of time. So obviously when she was available, we had her looked at a few times, spoke to a few people that I know concerning Kayleigh, and thought she'd be a really good signing. Experience for one, a great character, is an out and out winner, and really somebody that a little bit older, more experienced, and I think somebody that can really help the younger players, moving forward. So a really good signing for us.
So back in Wales, a lot of excitement ahead of this England game.
It's a massive game. It's a massive
huge,
game.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive game.
And it's bringing a lot of influence in the sort of grassroots of the sport as well. As an England manager, did you notice the sort of profile increase when you got to World Cups?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the beauty of qualifying. I think the attention around it, the interest around it, I think it really helps as a platform to lift the sport, lift women's football in the respective country. So I think for Wales, having experienced it with England, I think if they can qualify, I'm sure it will boost the numbers in the grassroots game. More and more girls will want to play, and I think the bigger the base you have, the more quality players you will end up getting in the future.
Can they do it, Wales?
I think it's going to be tough. I don't see why not. I think, and I know Jane Ludlow, I think what she's done with the Welsh team has been phenomenal. I think the players will definitely be up for it. They realise probably they are very close. It's going to be a fight for them, and I think if, impossible is nothing, is it? Everything is possible, and I guess it all comes down to on the day how you perform. And that will be the deciding factor, I think.
Yeah. Oh, well, listen, Hope, thank you very much. It's going to be an intriguing game. Thank you very much for giving us the time here at Brighton. We've talked about what it might mean at grassroots levels for Wales. Well, Alex has been along to a team that has become a gold accredited team with the FAW Trust. He also took along a very special guest, so let's take a look at that.
Yes, it's grassroots football time. Love a grassroots football, and you find us in Newport. There's a Coronation Park in Newport, and we're here to meet the girls and boys from Villa Dino. Brilliant little club. We went to see them, actually, we met them at the Wales-Russia Women's International towards the end of last season. It was fantastic to chat to them, and we thought, let's not just turn up, let's bring somebody with us. Let's do this a little bit special like. So I brought along Wales International, Tash Harding. Hey, Tash.
Hiya, right.
Are you looking forward to this?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, it's nice. It's a bit cold, but yeah, looking forward to it.
I hear you're a bit nervous.
Yeah, I am. Probably more nervous now than I am playing against other teams. But yeah, hopefully they'll ask me some good questions. I'll have the right answers, and yeah, I'm looking really forward to it.
Cool. Let's go meet them.
Do you want to tell me a bit more about the club?
So at the moment we've got 210 kids within the club. We started our first ever ladies team last year, so they're counted within our numbers. We're still running them within the junior club at the moment, but we're hoping to make them self-sufficient next year. The girls section's been flying. They've won numerous awards. They've been at the FAW Cup final. We're now the only club that provides, I believe we're the only club in Gwent that provides boys and girls basically 5 years of age right the way through to seniors.
Do you think that's contributed to the accreditation that you've just got?
Yeah, massively. The accreditation helped hugely. The boys have always been successful, but the girls in recent years are really sort of taking on the mantle now, and we've started getting Welsh caps on a regular basis, season on season. So.
Do you think that gold accreditation has given you ambition to try and develop women's football a bit more?
Definitely.
Because I've seen the success that you've got this evening on show, do you have any advice for any other clubs that want to get the gold accreditation, or at least try and achieve somewhere near that?
I think patience is the big key. Certainly if you want the gold accreditation, it takes a long time to achieve it. So 12 years, no 10 years. It was a long process.
My name's Chloe, and what's been the best part of your football career so far?
There's quite a few. I can't pinpoint one, but probably scoring hat-tricks for Wales is amazing. So the first one was against Israel and the second one was against Belarus. FA Cup final, I know we lost to Arsenal, but to get to the final with a small team that we had, that was amazing. And any game for Wales, any game. I'm Natasha.
Nice to meet you.
And I've come down today because your dad has done a fantastic job. And he tells me that you started off with him 2008?
Yeah, I was, I can't even remember, I was probably 10.
And how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
22.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now you're women's team?
Women's, yeah. First Villa Dino women's team.
Your dad tells me you coach as well?
Yeah, I coach for an under-9s team. It's me and another girl over there, Sarah, and we run it, and we're the only girls coaches that coach men, like boys.
How do you find that?
I love it. They're a nightmare.
In the amount, when I turned up, I was quite shocked that there was a lot of people here. Yeah, and you know, with the gold accreditation as well, I think it's just massive. And I think it's a credit. You need to give yourselves a bit more credit, I think. And people like you get us to be professional.
It's insane, and hopefully we get a few more.
I'm Annalise, aka Midge. Who is your biggest influence on your career so far?
Good one.
Biggest influence on your career so far? And I think you'd be very careful how you answer.
Yeah. Probably my dad. He used to coach us because these are probably all volunteers, I'm guessing, as well. There was times where for Bargard we didn't have a coach, so my dad would step in, come straight from work at 6 o'clock, would start training with us. So yeah, my dad probably, and he still now tells me what to do in games, and I'm 29. He used to give me a fiver for every goal that I scored, but yeah, I know, so it don't happen anymore. But yeah, of course he's always right, so I always trust his opinion, whether I like it or not.
Hey, you look shattered.
I'm knackered, I'm cold. Who said it's sunny in Newport? I can't see any, if I'm honest. But shattered, but enjoyed it.
It's a really great club, isn't it? It's a fantastic setup.
Oh, it's brilliant. You know, really enjoyed seeing really young girls, older girls, women's team playing mixed with boys, and I think it's fantastic to see that there's so many, hopefully, coming through in the future.
Yeah, well, best of luck to him for the season. Tash?
Yeah?
You do know you've got England in a couple of days. You better get going.
Jane's going to go mad.
Good work, Tash. Good work. Hey, I reckon she's got a future. What do you think?
Definitely. She's got the gift of the gab, and anything for the camera she's willing to get in front of. Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Do you know what? One of the things I've loved about this campaign is the fact that we've grown to know all of your personalities, and that you guys have actually shown us like how much you care about Welsh football and about your football as well. I mean, it must be sort of so proud for you to get to this point ahead of the England game.
Yeah, you know, it's for our country at the end of the day. We want to succeed. We want to get to a major tournament, and we want to show how much, you know, female football and how much as a nation it's driving forward. So yeah, it's been a great campaign, and I can't wait for the last game.
Can you do it?
Of course we can do it. That's a silly question. Yes, it's definitely we can do it. You know, we went away, people looked at us and just thought that we were this little old team that wouldn't even make it. We're potentially looking to take second in the table, but we're top. We've got one more game left, 3 points. We win, we go France.
We go to France too. I mean, that's probably the more important thing. So we'll go to France as well. So the Red Wall will be following you there.
Oh, definitely. The Red Wall's been fantastic. They've been everywhere. They've been cheering us on. We went up to England in Southampton Stadium, over 25,000, and there were 500 in a corner, and we could hear them screaming. And that means a lot to us that everybody is you know, following us and supporting us. And I think that's what drives us a little bit more on the pitch.
Oh, well, listen, first of all, Kayleigh, thank you so much for bringing us here. Thank you for showing us Brighton and taking us to this beautiful little coffee shop in Lewes. The next time we'll see you guys is after the England-Wales game. And oh my days, I think it's going to be a big one, isn't it? It's going to be a big one. So we'll see you on the other side, and fingers crossed, it'll be World Cup qualification for Wales.